really know what to talk about. Sorry that I'm so late. I've gotten further and further back in the last couple weeks during the course of the week. Anyway, so I was writing a lot recently, and I took a break, the end of last week because I was very, very busy. But I've been writing, and I've hit a couple walls, and I've been bumping back and forth between a couple stories, because it's like, if this one I hit a wall, then I'll just switch to this one, because it's the easiest thing to do, and that way I don't stop ever. But I don't necessarily think that's a good idea. I don't know, I'm curious, do you guys do that? Because it gives you, like, you lose your train of thought, you lose momentum, you just sort of, like, abruptly stop and then jump somewhere else. It doesn't seem ideal, but do you guys have any strategies, just given the Camp Nano is coming up? Do you have any strategies for when you hit writer's block, or when you're really frustrated by something you've written and you want to get rid of it completely? Yeah, let me know. So in general, I'm kind of frustrated by my life right now. Like, my house is broken, like, ridiculous. And my family member is in the hospital and has been for a couple days, and I've gone, like, almost every day to visit her, which means I'm exhausted, because going to the hospital sucks. Obviously, being in it sucks more, but going there to visit is just so draining. Yeah. So that sucked. But, I've had some fun things to do too. Like, I've gone dancing a lot, which I've said before that I do. But I went to one on Saturday, which was a marathon dance, which meant it was 3 straight hours of no breaks, basically. And it was just totally wonderful. I loved it so much, and I want to do it every day, except you can't. So after one of the dances the other day, we went to the diner, we hung out. And there were a couple times where I just felt so dumb. I don't know why I'm telling you this, but I feel like I can't tell anybody else. So I was always really smart in high school, like really smart for the people I was around. And then I went to college, and I was, small fish, big pond all of a sudden. Like, not that I was stupid, but felt I was no longer a standout. But as the years in college progressed, it began to be more and more like I'm being overwhelmed and not smart enough. And now that I've gotten out of college, I feel like my brain is just deteriorating. It's like it can no longer hold information properly. I just feel stupid all the time. Yeah. It's especially frustrating because I'm used to being, like, the smart kid. I, like, don't know how to be anything else. Like, what else do I have going for me? That's why I said on Tumblr, Jack of nothing, master of even less. Which is, like, a really sad thing to say, but it feels so true now. I used to be so smart, so gifted in a lot of ways, and now it's like, where did that go? What's wrong with me now? And for my final depressing note, as you guys know, I'm bipolar, type 2. And so suddenly out of nowhere, not really nowhere, one of my favorite characters on one of my favorite TV shows is also bipolar. And it's been kind of weird watching it, /reading, /writing fanfiction, and just reading all over everybody's theories on Tumblr, and then rewatching over and over the clips. It's too real sometimes. Because, like, there's one scene where the character is just writing and writing on pieces of paper and throwing them aside, and they're just notes and ideas. And I have literally done that before. There was a point where I was really manic, where I would just have notepads full of ideas, and I would write all over Post-it notes and stick them on my desk and on my wall, and just, like, paper after paper, unrelated to the one before it and the one that comes after, and just, I mean, in one sense, it's not the worst thing in the world to have as a, like, manic problem, but in another, it still really sucks. Anyway, so I saw that, and then, so some of his other behavior, it's really familiar. It's like, is it healthy for me to be watching this right now? I'm not manic, but it just didn't feel like it was good for me to be watching it, even though this is, like I said, one of my favorite shows, and he is absolutely my favorite character on that show. And in real life, I like to try to end every conversation that has sad stuff in it on a happy note. So I'm like, tell me something happy, no matter what. Right before you leave, you have to tell me something you're looking forward to, or that just happened that was fun, or stuff like that. So I want today to just say something that I'm looking forward to talk about the end of this tragic moment of the video. So my friend is coming in next week. Actually, I have two friends coming into the area next week. One is coming to Princeton and one's going to New York, and I'm going to get to hang out with both. So I'm very excited to see them. Alright, so that's pretty much what's up with me. Hope I see you guys this week. DFTBA.